Peppa Pig and the Wandering Leaf. Peppa and George are playing in the garden.
Yahoo!
Daddy Pig is standing nearby, watering the flowers. A yellow leaf gently falls down in front of Peppa. A gust of wind blows past. A yellow leaf gently falls in front of Peppa. Peppa runs after it, with George toddling along behind her. Daddy Pig looks up and watches. The leaf floats past Daddy Pig and then lands on his head. Daddy Pig is startled. Daddy Pig smiles as the leaf gently falls down beside Peppa. Peppa holds the leaf, while George stands beside her happily. All three of them look at the leaf, and they all burst out laughing. One fine evening, Little Pig was sleeping soundly in his room. But as he closed his eyes and fell asleep, a strange dream began. The little pig opened his eyes and found himself at the bottom of the sea, surrounded by colorful fish and beautiful coral reefs. Little Pig wanders into an underwater garden where sea flowers are blooming and dancing to cheerful music.
Oh!
The baby pig swims like a little fish and can even surf like a superhero. Everything under the sea is fun and colorful. After a wonderful adventure, Little Pig felt a little tired and decided to return to the real world. The water world gradually disappeared, leaving behind a feeling of relief.
Whoa! Yahoo! Whoa! Hey! Hey! Hmm?
A colorful rainy day. It is raining outside. Peppa and George cannot play in the garden. Peppa goes into the house. Daddy Pig is watching TV. Oh, Daddy Pig has an idea. Huh? He brings out a box of crayons. Peppa wants to draw, and George chooses yellow for Peppa. And Peppa draws her favorite yellow dinosaur.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Uh-oh. Whoa! Uh-oh. Whoa!
Soap Bubble Party! Today, Peppa and George are going to create a giant bubble party. Let's wait and see what magic is about to happen. Wow, look at that! When running fast, the plastic basket creates hundreds of tiny bubbles floating in the wind. How beautiful! George is joyfully chasing the bubbles. Daddy Pig is joining in too. He's blowing a super duper giant bubble.
Whoa!
What a wonderful bubble party! Everything is filled with colors. Peppa, George, and Daddy Pig have had such a happy day.
Ha!
Ha!
Aha!
2 hours later.
Peppa Pig and the giant car. Peppa and George are surprised to see a giant car blocking their gate. The wheels of the car are even taller than Peppa. The huge car casts a long shadow over the garden. Inside, the car looks like a moving room. As the car slowly moves, the whole garden seems to shake. Peppa and George realize that sometimes the bigger something is, the more curious it becomes.
Peppa Pig and the Painting Day. Peppa and George sat on chairs in the living room, drawing their pictures.
Wow!
Peppa started drawing a house. George drew a cat, both laughing happily. Peppa drew some trees. George drew a few clouds, together creating a colorful picture. Peppa and George added bright flowers around the picture, completing it. Peppa and George admired their artwork, laughing and showing each other their creations. Peppa Pig and the Glowing Cave. Peppa and George find a dark cave in the forest, holding flashlights. They enter, guided by glowing stones along the path. A glowing fox appears, leading them through winding tunnels. They reach a wide chamber where sparkling stalactites look like stars. They collect glowing stones while Daddy and Mummy Pig smile at their successful adventure. One lovely morning, Mummy Pig was tidying up the house. Daddy Pig came over with an idea. How about we go on a relaxing family trip?
Aha!
Peppa and George cheered with excitement.
2 hours later.
The whole family quickly got ready, hopped into the car, and set off. On the way, everyone was laughing and chatting happily. When they arrived, Peppa and George eagerly went rowing, while Mummy and Daddy Pig enjoyed a romantic date together. One fresh morning, Peppa and her little brother George were playing in front of their house. Suddenly, they heard the cheerful jingling sound coming from afar. Rabbit and cat friends quickly ran over, each holding a fluffy, sweet cotton candy stick. They excitedly shouted to Peppa and George, "There's a cotton candy cart near the forest. It's really delicious." Hearing the news, Peppa and George were thrilled. The two of them eagerly hurried toward the forest. When they arrived, they saw a colorful cart filled with all kinds of cotton candy in different flavors. Peppa and George each chose a big, fluffy stick for themselves. It was truly a sweet and joyful morning. Peppa Pig and the Opening Box. Peppa and George are playing in the living room. In the corner of the room, there is a small cardboard box with its lid slightly open. Daddy Pig is sitting on a chair, and Mummy Pig is sitting beside him. Peppa bends down to look inside the box. George is also curious and leans closer to the box. The box shakes slightly, making both of them jump in surprise. Peppa opens the box completely. Daddy Pig sees it from a distance, so he walks over and leans in to look inside. Inside are a few toys. Peppa holds the toy, and George jumps up excitedly. Daddy Pig and Mummy Pig smile. The empty box lies still on the floor. Peppa Pig and the soap bubble dance. Daddy Pig had just finished assembling a giant bubble machine in the backyard. The machine started blowing countless bubbles, and Peppa and George danced while chasing them. Daddy Pig tried dancing after the bubbles, but every step he took made them all pop. Mummy Pig turned on the giant bubble mode, surprising the whole family with huge floating bubbles. Peppa and George danced around the giant bubble, reaching for it as it floated higher. The family sat in front of the porch, relaxing while watching bubbles drift into the sky. Peppa and George spotted a rolling wheel in the yard and decided the adventure started here. This wheel seems to never stop, and Peppa had to run fast just to catch up. Despite trying, George couldn't catch the wheel, but he could only laugh after every fall. The wheel didn't just roll fast, it also created a fresh breeze of flowers in the park. Finally, the wheel stopped, and Peppa and George realized that sometimes the best adventures are the simplest ones. And in the end, Peppa and George understood that sometimes letting things roll is the most fun of all.
Peppa Pig and the super fast slide. Today, a tall and long slide appears right in front of the house. Peppa climbs up quickly, curious about the speed. The slide sends Peppa down faster than she expected. George decides to try the speed too. Each ride fills the yard with laughter. Sometimes fun doesn't need to be far away. It can be right at your doorstep.
Peppa Pig and the Mysterious Island. Peppa and George are playing on the sand when they find an old treasure map washed ashore. Excitement fills their hearts as they imagine the adventure ahead. Peppa opens the treasure map, her eyes sparkling with curiosity. George watches beside her, and both giggle joyfully at the idea of finding a secret treasure. They cross a pretend forest and climb little rocks, laughing as if conquering great challenges. Finally, they discover a small chest hidden under a bush. Inside is a treasure of old toys and candies, and they cheer with delight. Mummy Pig steps out, smiling as she watches Peppa and George enjoy their little treasure. Their imagination fills the house with laughter. The whole family sits around the treasure chest, sharing stories and laughing together. A magical afternoon of adventure ends in happiness. Peppa and the toy treasure chest. Peppa finds a strange little chest buried in the sand. Everyone gathers around curiously, surprised and delighted. They huddle together as Peppa opens the chest. Inside are many toys. Each friend takes one and giggles happily. They run around playing joyfully with their new treasures. By sunset, they all head to Peppa's house, still bouncing with excitement.
Whoa! Woo-hoo-hoo! Wow! Woo-hoo-hoo! Yippee! Whoa! Peppa Pig and the Lost Cloud. Whoa! It's a peaceful afternoon when Peppa and George notice a cloud floating unusually close to their backyard. Wherever they go, the cloud follows, as if it's afraid of getting lost. Peppa tries to touch the cloud. George tries too. But it always stays just out of reach. Soon, the cloud begins to fade away, leaving a few raindrops behind as a goodbye. Peppa and George learn that sometimes short visits can leave the longest lasting joy. Huh? Wow!
Today is sports day at Peppa's school. All the kids are so excited. The whistle blows. It's time to start. The kids line up neatly under the teacher's guidance. Their faces show excitement and anticipation. What will be the first event? They were both excitedly talking to each other about who ran faster and reached the finish line first. The race begins! The kids run with all their might, their feet flying across the ground. Who will reach the finish line first? One by one, all the others fall behind, leaving only Peppa and Rebecca Rabbit chasing each other at full speed. The cheers from the crowd get louder, and the tension rises. Molly Cat won! Wow, she's so fast! Peppa and George are playing with a balloon in the park. A strong gust of wind blows the balloon up into the sky. Peppa looks up at the balloon, startled. George points at the sky, following the balloon with his eyes. Peppa and Daddy Pig start running after the balloon, trying to keep up as it flies higher. Peppa and Daddy Pig run across the grassy field, their legs moving quickly. George runs behind, watching the balloon and smiling. Peppa and Daddy Pig spot the balloon caught in a tree branch. Peppa points at the tree, excited to see the balloon. Daddy Pig uses a long stick to try and reach the balloon from the tree. Peppa hops around happily. Peppa and Daddy Pig are happy to have rescued the balloon. Peppa holds the balloon in her hands, smiling. George jumps up joyfully. The pig family sits down together and continues to play in the park.
Peppa and the surprise fishing trip. It's a beautiful day. Daddy Pig is taking Peppa and George fishing. Everyone is hoping to catch a big fish for dinner. The three of them sat in silence on the grass. George stared at the water. Suddenly, Peppa's fishing rod shook violently and bent sharply. Whoa! Keep very still. Look, Peppa's fishing rod is wiggling. It must be a giant fish. Peppa pulls as hard as she can and, oh dear, it's not a fish at all. It's an old muddy boot. Uh-oh. Daddy Pig says maybe a giant fish lost its boot. Everyone laughs at the unexpected gift from the river. Peppa Pig and the Shooting Star Train. A shooting star streaks across the night sky, surprising Peppa and George. It lands and turns into a glowing train in their yard. Aha! The train doors open, inviting them aboard. They travel through starry skies past constellations and planets. returns them home, leaving a shining star ticket behind. يوم القفز المرح. اليوم يوم مميز. قررت بيبا وأصدقاؤها أن يتدربوا على الرقص معاً. انظروا، الجميع يحاول القفز بتناغم وبأعلى ما يمكن. انظروا، الجميع يحاول القفز بتناغم. رائعاً جداً. عندما نرقص معاً يصبح كل شيء أكثر متعة. يا لها من رقصة منعشة. لقد قضى الجميع يوماً سعيداً للغاية.
Today, Daddy Pig and Mummy Pig come home after a fun day out. Before going inside, Mommy Pig places a star-shaped hat, just like a wizard's hat, on a chair. George has just woken up and is still feeling sleepy. He slowly walks toward the door. Peppa notices the strange hat and picks it up. Suddenly, the hat floats up and gently lands on Peppa's head.
Huh?
Peppa laughs happily and runs outside. Seeing this, George quickly runs after her. Peppa and George brought the big building block set from the house to the yard, excited to start the game. Mommy Pig spread a large blanket on the grass, making it comfortable for Peppa and George to play with their Lego. Peppa started building a beautiful castle with the large blocks, while George carefully placed the smaller pieces around it. Daddy Pig joined in, trying to build a tall tower with the blocks, making the whole family laugh. Mummy Pig added special blocks to the castle, creating flags and flowers, and the whole family clapped and cheered. The family sat around the Lego castle, laughing happily and taking photos of their wonderful creation. Peppa and the Little Umbrella House. Peppa walks into the garden and sees an umbrella lying on the grass. Peppa curiously walks closer. Peppa presses the button and the umbrella pops open. Peppa is slightly startled, then smiles happily. George hears the sound, runs over, and looks at the open umbrella.
Whoa!
Peppa slowly lowers the umbrella to the floor. Peppa gently pats the floor to signal George. George crawls under with her. A gentle breeze makes the umbrella tilt slightly. The two siblings try to steady the swaying umbrella. The umbrella becomes steady again. Peppa and George look at each other in relief. They both laugh happily.
Pig and the Rolling Chair. A normal chair stands quietly in front of the house, or so it seems. As soon as Peppa sits down, the chair begins to move. A small push sends it rolling across the yard. The chair turns into a short and surprising ride. Yahoo! After a little journey, it finds the perfect place to stop. Sometimes, even a chair can bring a tiny adventure.
Peppa and George ran outside to play as the rain started. They jumped into puddles, splashing water everywhere. Mommy Pig brought raincoats and reminded them, be careful, don't slip. Daddy Pig appeared with a big umbrella, sheltering Peppa and George from the rain. Peppa found a giant puddle, carefully jumped in, and laughed with joy. Finally, the whole family stood under the umbrella, watching Peppa and George dance in the rain, laughing together.
Peppa Pig and the Magnifying Glass. One day, Peppa finds a small magnifying glass on the table. She looks through it and notices everything appears bigger. Through the magnifying glass, a tiny leaf suddenly looks very large. George becomes curious and wants to try it too. George looks at his toy through the magnifying glass, and it seems much bigger. With just a magnifying glass, Peppa and George enjoy a fun little discovery adventure.
Peppa and George couldn't believe their eyes when they saw a piece of bread flying through the air. They decided to chase the flying bread, but it was fast and looped around like a plane. It seemed like this piece of bread wasn't easy to catch, and it took a quick break on a tree branch. Surely this bread knew how to play tag, and Peppa seemed to be its favorite target. After an adventure, Peppa finally caught the flying bread and smiled happily. Finally, Peppa and George realized that sometimes the best adventures are when you can enjoy the fruits of your efforts. the little round ball. In front of Peppa's house, with gentle sunshine, a small round ball slowly rolls into the yard. Peppa stands and looks, tilting her head curiously. George sits behind, watching the ball. Peppa bends down and gently pushes the ball with her hand. The ball rolls toward George. George happily stands up. George kicks the ball a little too hard, and the ball rolls faster. The ball rolls past Peppa, and Peppa runs after it. From a distance, Daddy Pig watches. Peppa stops the ball. Peppa gently kicks the ball toward George. George catches the ball and laughs loudly. Daddy Pig appears, and the whole family laughs happily.